Let's look at a few demos that you can use to show to customers about the benefits of Windows 10 when starting them on their deployment journey. We'll look at particularly how things are better for the user, but also some of the security features that help Windows 10 protect their environment. Let's start with the Edge browser, designed completely new for Windows 10, designed to help users get things done faster. So let's say I've been browsing the web and I'm at this Guardian news article. And as you can see, as is often typical with websites, there's additional information around the material I'm trying to use. So I click on the reading mode and it strips out all the adverts and additional material and instantly allows me to focus on the key information that I'm actually interested in, whilst keeping all the text and pictures. Now, if I'm doing some research and I want some further information on something I found, say for example, Charles Babbage, rather than having to open a new tab and start a new web search, I can simply highlight the text and right-click and ask Cortana, my built-in assistant. And this pops a bar up right on the side, bringing me information around whatever I've requested, allowing me further links and giving me everything at a glance without having to leave the information that I was looking for, and therefore allows my flow to continue much more naturally. Now, typically when we're doing web research, we end up with many tabs open. And as you would expect, I can hover over the tabs and see all of the different things that I have open, allowing me to navigate quite quickly and easily. In the latest version of Windows 10, I can even drop that down, which allows me to manage my tabs much quicker. But typically I might be doing a task and I have many tabs open, and then I want to switch to a different project or attend a different meeting. So here I can simply use this new tab set aside option. One click clears my taskbar and allows me to start with my new project from fresh. However, should I want to come back to pick that up from where I was, then I can drop down all of the tabs that I previously set aside, and with a single click I can restore all those tabs and get back to the work that I was doing. Now lastly, when I'm doing some research, I may well want to make notes on the pages that I've found or share that with colleagues. So here's an interesting article from NASA around stars, and I may want to mark this up. So using the pen that I have on my Surface Pro, I can actually go to Markup and I can draw by selecting any pen on the website. I can do this if I don't have a pen with keyboard and mouse as well. So I can write any markups up, and then with one click I can share this easily with colleagues via a variety of inbuilt sharing capabilities. Windows 10 also has a great new in-game capability, supported by many new devices from a variety of the hardware manufacturers. This allows people to interact much more naturally with their device and helps their creativity and teamwork. Let's take a look at some of these features. So here I am on my Windows 10 desktop, and if I simply click the end of my pen, it brings up the Ink Workspace so I can get quick access to most of the key pen features. For example, I can start the Sketchpad. This gives me almost a new whiteboard that I can use for taking any notes in meetings or doing any thinking, brainstorming that I might want. From here, I can easily share this information in a variety of ways. I can save it to come back later. I can even do little things like bring up an on-screen ruler that allows me to take simple notes and annotate simply. So I'll close that and then bring up the Ink's Workspace again. I also have sticky notes. We're all used to having lots of notes, maybe around our desk or stuck to our monitors. Well, now I've got a digital version that allows me to simply make quick notes and save those for later. This is also integrated with Cortana, so if I write things down that are actions, it will automatically recognize this and save it to my Cortana as a reminder for another day. And finally, whatever's on my screen, sometimes I want to share that and mark it up. So again, a simple click and then I can do a screen sketch. And that grabs whatever's on screen at the time, allows me to mark that up and again share it with colleagues. Windows 10 also includes the Onenote application, which is great for keeping all your notes together and ensuring that they're searchable later. And this is also great when supported with pen capabilities. This would allow me to go into meetings and take all of my notes with handwriting on screen, as you can see. Now this text would be searchable later, The beauty of Onenote is it also allows me to capture information from anywhere on my PC, including taking simple screenshots of websites and copying that information straight into my Onenote. So this helps me keep all of my notes and thoughts together and find all of that simply later, searching easily. One of the great new security features in Windows 10 is Windows Hello. This allows two-factor biometric authentication with suitable hardware. Here, my Surface Book has a built-in 3D camera that can do facial recognition to log me in instantly to my machine. Let's look at how easy this is to set up. If I open the Settings options, and then I simply click to set up face recognition. Get started, and it asks for my PIN so that it knows that it's me setting it up. You'll see how quickly it's recognising points on my face, and I'm all set. That's now have multiple points of my face recognised in 3 dimensions so that I can log in quickly. If I close the Settings app and lock my computer, I simply dismiss the screen and it instantly recognises me and logs me back in with no passwords. Let's look at a couple of other security features of Windows 10 and the difference this brings versus Windows 7 in keeping information and users secure. Device Guard in Windows 10 help protect devices and users by preventing unauthorized apps, such as malware, from running on the desktop. In this example, on Windows 7, a user has received a malicious attachment. If the user attempts to run the attachment, the system is easily compromised, as shown by the critical system defenses that are now disabled. If the user faces the same situation on a Windows 10 device running Device Guard, Device Guard blocks the application from running and keeping the user and device safe from viruses and other types of malicious software. Windows Defender Cloud Protection is a cloud-based service that learns about brand new malware and protects user devices instantly. In this example, 2 users have been targeted with a link to a newly crafted malware file. When the first user downloads the malware, Windows Defender detects it, but does not yet know it's malicious. This user's device is affected by the malware. However, when the second user downloads the same file, Windows Defender has already learnt that it's malicious and blocks it. In a matter of seconds, Windows Defender is able to protect users and devices.